Hello my little dumplings and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we would just play with the W7 Total Eclipse palette, a little bargain and a dupe of Huda Mercury retrograde, and I got this because of Make Me Up Misser. She discovered this gorgeous palette in our group and said how fantastic it was. The quality is actually really good and it is super cheap. I can't remember exactly how much it is now, but I think you can get it cheaper than what W7 sell it for if you get it from B&M or Home Bargains, one of the two. So we're just going to dive into this today and see what we come up with. So I'm going to start out with the shade Latitude, which is the dark purple here. And pop this on the outer corner. And on the inner corner. I'm just using my Morphe M506, by the way. I don't know if I'm feeling the lighter grey background as much as the dark grey that was there before, so don't really want to have to paint it again. I do have some fairy lights that should be arriving today. So if you see them in the next video, I liked them and I wanted to put them on the wall. I just feel like it's a bit light and a bit more plain looking now. So I thought I'd put some lights up and see if I liked it better. That pigment is very impressive from a W7 palette, to be honest. I'm just going to tickle it and sort of wiggle on the edges. Then I'm going to go into the shade Little Dipper, which is the one next to it, the lighter purple. I'm just going to take that on the same brush, but I've ran it through the colour switch because I want them to blend nicely. I've got a hair appointment. I'm so excited. I have been desperate to get to the hairdressers for a long time now, as I'm sure we all have. Luckily, my husband has me to cut his hair with the clippers and I've got actually quite good at it, the amount of times that I've had to do it. So he's very happy for me to continue doing it for him. But yeah, I've had no one to help me with mine, so I'm over the moon. I've got an appointment for next week. I'm just going to have my blonde refreshed because what I normally have is a root stretch. So obviously at the moment it's a really dramatic root stretch all the way up until my bobble. So obviously the blonde's going to be taken a lot higher again. And I'm going to have a nice trim because I have got very ratty ends of my hair at the moment. And it needs a good cut. I mean, when I say a good cut, I'd never have a lot off. But it's been a while now, it needs some love and attention. I think there's going to be a lot of people that need a hairdresser to correct what they've done at home to their hair as well. I didn't dare touch my hair. I wanted to be patient and wait for my lovely hairdresser. Especially when dealing with blonde, because I used to have box dye blonde and my hair wasn't in the best condition at all. It wasn't even a very nice blonde. Looking back at it now, I loved it at the time, didn't we all? When you think something looks the bee's knees and it's just not. Okay, I'm going to go back in with Latitude, which was the dark purple, because I feel like I've been blending it away. W7 have come out with so many dupes. It's crazy how they get away with it, to be honest. I know it angers quite a lot of people when they do. I mean, it is a rip-off, straight up rip-off of other brands' palettes. So the layout, the colours, everything, I just don't know how they get away with it. Do I look like I've been punched in the eye yet? Are we getting to that stage? Just gonna take a little bit more Little Dipper. I feel like this is just growing and growing, and eventually I'm gonna be in my eyebrow with a real dark shade. Okay. Then I think I'm gonna dip into Milky Way, which is this one here. And I'm just gonna take that on my Spectrum B11. And do some more blendy. And then on my Morphe JS12, I'm going to dip into a little bit of Oracle, which is this one here. Personalised Starbucks cups. If you want to know where to get them, I'll leave the link down in the description. It's Dinglehopper Creations, and I do have a code with them, not affiliated, so check them out down below. I'm just going to take my P. Louise base in Rumour 01 on my Titmouse Cosmetics mixing palette and do some sort of halo-y mabob. That's just for you, Nemesis, that's the technical term. I'm just going to take my P. Louise brush and mark out where I want this to go. And as usual, just take a fluffy brush just to go over the edges so it's easier when we come to blend later on and there's no harsh lines. I don't really know what shimmer I want to use because there's so many pretty ones. So we've got Luna, which is the purple, pretty. Then we've got Big Dipper. Oh wow, that is pretty also. Obviously they're the dupes from Mercury retrograde, so. And then we've got Astronomy. Ah, I mean, I love all of them. I'm gonna have to use the blue. Just, the blue is making me happy. I'm gonna try and pick it up on a P. Louise brush, just one of the #7072s, and go into Astronomy, which was the blue. And oh, that's pretty. I have used this palette once before and I was fairly impressed with it at the time then too. So, you know, if you're wanting Mercury retrograde and don't want to spend the money, this is a good alternative. Seems to be picking up fine on this brush as well. I mean, there is a bit of an indentation in the pan now and it looks quite messy, but as long as it looks good on the eye. So now I just want to go over the edges so it's more seamless between the purple and the blue. So I think what I'll do is go into a little bit of Little Dipper again, which was the second shade we used at the beginning, and just tappy over the edges. And then I'll go into a little bit of Milky Way, which was the third shade we used. And then just to lighten it up in the middle, I think I want to take a little bit of Big Dipper, which was that shade, and just tap this in the middle. Just to give it an extra something. I mean, it's making my lids look creasy as, but They're shimmery and beautiful. Now I think I might take my Anastasia Beverly Hills liner in black. Yes, it's still in the box because it's fairly new to me. And just do some sort of line across the lash line. And no, you're not going to watch me because I may bodge this up. Okay, I'm super bad at liner. I did want a thick line because I'm going to go over it with something sparkly and beautiful. Yeah, I'm not the best at liner, don't judge me. And then I think over that line I want to take my Living My Best Light liquid crystal eyeshadow in Fluorite and my Spectrum A09 brush and try and colour that black line. Wow, that was creaky to open. With this beautiful colour. You're not going to see that very well, you'll see it better on my eye. That looks pretty, but I feel like I need it to dry so I can do another layer. And now I'm possibly regretting my choice in shade because it's very similar to what is on the lid. But it's all fine, it's all fine. I think what I'll do is jump off camera, do the other eye, and then we'll decide where to go from there. Okay, I've done the other eye. I don't know if it 100% matches, but when does it? And I'm thinking I need to do the lower lash line before my base because there's a lot of fallout already and I don't want to add any more when I've got my base on. So I'm going to prime under my eyes with my Revlon Candid, as I usually do. And then I'm going to take my Beauty Bay BB208 brush, which just looks like this. And I think we're going to carry on the Latitude dark purple shade on the inner and outer corner. And then go into Little Dipper to connect those together. And I'm just going to take a little bit of Little Dipper again and just tappy wiggle, tappy wiggle. Because I don't want to make the underneath too dramatic. I mean, we are looking rather dramatic already. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it just snowballs and runs away and I don't really know what's happening until it's too late. Let's just diffuse this situation a bit. Oh, just put myself right in the eyeball. That was right in. Eek. And then it'd be rude not to go in the waterline with my Barry M High Vis liner in Dangerous. It's the purple one. My eyes are super watery right now after just poking myself in the eye, so I don't know how well this is going to go in. So I'm just going to jump off camera, do my base, and then we'll come back and pick a lip. Okay guys, that is the base done. I've just asked a few of my makeup loving friends what colour lip I should do, and they said purple. So we're going to do purple, and I'm going to use the lip liner, the Sleek Makeup Twist Up. It's actually an eye pencil, but I'm going to use it as a lip liner. What shade is this in? Aubergine. Ugh, and I've already made a mess. I'm going to stop playing with that because I just keep making a mess with it for some reason. I'm going to go in with my Sleek Matte Me Ultra Smooth Matte Lip Cream in the shade Velvet Slipper. Looks like a nice shade. I don't often dig this out. This is one of the only dark purples I have. I had to struggle in my drawer to find a dark purple. I'm sure I had another. I don't know where it's gone. You've got to love a plummy lip. I love that colour so much, but you have to be super careful with it because it's so dark, and if you make a mistake, you're a goner. Good call, ladies. Thank you for picking purple, the people that I asked. I think we're actually done, you know, kids. We've gone very dramatic, very dark, very bluey, purpley. I'm not mad at the wing, though, to be honest. I could have been a lot more mad at the wing. It's not too bad. These lashes, by the way, one of my favourites. Doll Beauty lashes in the style DB57. I just think they're beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's discuss the palette. So the W7 Total Eclipse palette, absolute bargain. Lots cheaper than the Mercury retrograde. Yes, it is a total rip-off, absolutely 100%. It's not the same packaging, but the colour story and layout and everything, exactly the same. I'm so impressed with the quality. You wouldn't think this was W7 quality, no offence W7, but you know, they are on the more affordable side. So for them to come up with shades like this for such a cheap price, I would 1,000,000% recommend this palette. It does come with a little brush. I didn't use it today. I think this is a very nice sort of neutral palette with a few nice sparkly shimmers in different colours. You can do so many looks with it. It is quite versatile. Like I say, if you pick it up in, is it B&M or Home Bargains? It will be cheaper than on the W7 website. You can get it on Amazon. There's no reason not to pick this up, guys. I have got Mercury retrograde and I still wanted this because then I can keep my Mercury retrograde looking all beautiful still and I can use this one instead. I don't think there's enough of a difference between the two palettes to pay the extra price tag. So if I'd have discovered this a long time ago, I may have bought this, before I actually purchased Mercury retrograde. So let me know, do you have this? Do you think it's a little bargain? What do you think of W7? Because actually recently, the more stuff I've tried from them, the more impressed I've been. Don't get me wrong, they do have some duds, but for the price you can't go wrong. So I feel like I need to go on a little W7 adventure and maybe try some more stuff. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you for watching me stick makeup on my face. It makes my day and it will make me even happier if you could subscribe to my little channel. I am slowly growing. I will keep doing more giveaways and please stay tuned for more videos to come. Bye.